Today I'm going to show you how I'm upgrading the seats in my Volvo V70 pre-facelift using seats from a facelift model. First, let me show you the blue Volvo. As you can see, the interior is in pretty rough shapes. The seats are dirty, there are cracks in the leather, and honestly the car doesn't smell great anymore. The interior is basically worn out and it's time for a refresh. Because I'm planning to remove the entire interior anyway, this is the perfect moment to replace the seats as well. Now let me show you the white Volvo. This one is a facelift models and the seats are in way better shape. I mean, it's still not really great, but it's better than the white leather one. They're cleaner, less worn, and a big step up compared to what's in the blue car. So in this video I'll walk you through how I'm taking these facelift seats and installing them into a pre-facelift Volvo step by step. Before removing the seats, remember to disconnect the battery. You don't want any SRS surprises. So here are the two cars. I already removed the two seats so I could show you more easily. So this seat here is the Volvo pre-facelift seat. This is the control module for the heated seats. The module itself is the same on both seats, but the wiring harness is connected differently. So you need to transfer this wiring harness to the new seats. The cassette here holds all the connectors for a pre-facelift seat. It's different from what you find on a facelift seat, although many of the individual plugs are the same. The main difference is the connector module. The white wire you see here is for the speaker in the headrest. Most likely you won't be using it. You don't need to swap it over. The seat works fine without it. If you want to be using the telephone in your Volvo after switching, you will need to switch this over. So the wire I'm pointing to right now, the orange one, is actually the airbag module. The modules are the same in both chairs, but the connector is different from the newer one. So you will need this old connector, cut it off and use it to connect your airbag inside your chair. The modules are exactly the same, so you won't be getting any codes because the car just recognizes the same airbag module. The wire, the second one on the right, is for the seatbelt buckle. You will need to remove the entire seatbelt buckle and transfer it over to the new seat. Because the connectors are different on the newer model seats, the bolt itself is the same, so that's not an issue. Just unbolt the buckle from the old seat and bolt it in onto the new seat so you can plug it in correctly. So to be extra clear, this is the old box, the wiring harness for the old seats. We need to transfer this over because, as you can see here, the new box is just all different plugs and wires. Which are not going to fit on our old cables. So here you can see the chair with the old wiring harness. These are the plugs for the original seat wiring that's in this seat. We do not use this, so leave it aside. So here you can see an example of how I cut the airbag wire. I used the old plugs, wired it up with the new cable and plugged it into the pre-facelift wiring harness. This will not give an error message because it's the same module. So inside this seat is the same airbag module as the pre-facelift seats, so there won't be any error messages and you can just plug the facelift cable into a pre-facelift connector. So let's talk about the heated seats. Here you can see the control module of the facelift models. It's exactly the same as the pre-facelift control module. So whichever you use, it doesn't matter. Just use the old cable which plugs into your pre-facelift wiring harness and it will be okay. The modules are exactly the same. So just be certain that you use the old cable and it will all plug in correctly. For our friends with electric seats, check that you have these two gray wires sticking out from the bottom of your car. If you don't have them already in use, they are blocked off, but you can find them there. If you don't have them there, you don't have the ability to have electric seats. You just unplug them from this black box and then plug them in directly to your wiring harness. So don't use the black box, because the black box is just a pull through to the new facelift wiring harness for the seats, and you don't have to use that. So plug them in directly and you don't have a problem. The seats will work for 30 seconds. That has to do with that the car doesn't know it has electric seats, and you can reprogram that with your OBD port. Or don't, and you have working seats for about 30 seconds before they don't work anymore. When installing electric chairs in a non-electric chair car, don't forget to put in a fuse. The only thing I haven't told you yet is that the attachment point rails for the facelift chairs are a little less wide than the pre-facelift, so you need to drill out the holes or stretch them a little bit so you can easily fit the chairs. This is only really relevant for the front ones. The back ones are the correct size and you won't have an issue installing them. So guys, that's it for today. That's how you install the seats. That's how you wire them up. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, leave a comment or a like. If it wasn't, or it was really difficult, please also leave a like or comment, because it was as difficult for me as well to figure this out.